Yeah, so let's understand how the app is functioning in terms of both um, server and the APIs which we have used. So if you have to run the app, what I would do is I would do go to the terminal and run codava run iOS, and it'll generate all the required files for iOS, and then you can it'll actually mount the disk or the build files to the device that you are connected with. So and then it will show the app, so that should be fine. The other way which we could have done it, we could have just run codava run android, and this would generate the files for android SDK, and then we can use the same apk file to be mounted on the android device which you can use on your own. So that's one thing. And the other thing which we have done it here is actually check for the server, like for the backend is entirely built in Java using um, NetBeans. And in here, if you see it, I need to actually connect the front end and the back end, and I need to get the sentiment by sending the required plot or some review here. So before that, let me show how what the API is exactly is. The first API was OMDB API, where it's a open movie database where we can get all the details of the movie. For example, the poster, the review, the author, or all the details. What I do is I just send my API key in there, which I have subscribed, of course, and then using that API key, for example, in this case, it's the title is Dunkirk, which I have mentioned from the mobile app. So it would give me the result of this in a JSON format. For example, in this plot in here, I'll get the plot from here, and I'll use this plot to be sent to the backend engine, where it processes the entire engine and it sends me back. The other thing which I'm missing was in OMDB was the reviews. So for that review thing, I am actually using the New York Times API, where it has they have each there are different kinds of critics who write reviews about each movie. So I could just search in any of the reviews from any of these persons, and once I get it, for example, in this case, it's my API key, and using this API key, if I search like Dunkirk here again, so what it does is fetches all the related reviews for the movie, and it will show me all the reviews. And even if I want to have an elaborate review, I can get links to a particular entire web page. Right now we are not using any crawler for this to get all the details, but we're just using the plain review which is available in here. Sometimes it can be the short summary, or sometimes it can be just headline which shows a bit of review in here. So yeah, that's about the review. And the other part is yeah, for example, in this here, this is how I was using it in the we are using it in the code, and this is how we are connecting the front end to the back end. So this particular thing is also using ngrok API, which connects ngrok, a local tunneling services which connects the back end to the front end. So the extra thing which we have done after the previous demo is that system integration part is that we added little more files. For example, initially it was 700, now we made it to 1000.